I see this. Rock on.
Hey, welcome, friends. How are you doing? It is Carmen. I got a question for you. Who do you love? Who do you love? That's my question for tonight. Do you love somebody? Do you want to love somebody? Who are the people that you love in your life? That's what I want to talk to you about. I'm Carmen Bernard, Carmen with BIGFACS. And tonight, I actually have on Wednesdays, you know that I go live and I have two different topics that I'm going to talk about. So I'll end this live and start the other one. But this live is specifically about who do you love? This is the month of love. It is February. It is the month of love, right? And love, the month of love, we were looking for different ways to show how we love the people in our lives. So, do you love someone? If the answer is clear, or if the answer is not clear, then so is the answer to whether you need life insurance. Because the truth is, life insurance is for anyone who loves. Whether you love your spouse, whether you love your partner, your children, your grandchildren, your parents, even a favorite charity, right? Life insurance means that they are protected financially if something should happen to you. All right. And that's what I want to talk to you a little bit about today, right? These people in your life that you love. And I want to share something with you. Since COVID or after COVID, they did a study and they show that there's lots of myths that surround life insurance. But COVID-19 has shown people that they have a clear need for life insurance. And with the industry making it a lot easier than before to obtain coverage, you are more likely to be able to get insurance, get it easier. You can even get life insurance without speaking to someone, and I can help you with that. But I want to talk about some statistics about life insurance right now, right? There's a heightened awareness around the need for life insurance since COVID. We lost so many people. And you guys might have heard me say this before. The life insurance companies won because if they had truly had to pay out for all those people that passed, now they would not have gone bankrupt, but they would not have been happy, right? So listen, 59% of people that don't own life insurance say that they need it. So they already know, right? And since the pandemic, 31% are more likely to buy life insurance. But life insurance is one of those things that you kind of think about it. You may start looking, it becomes overwhelming. You're not sure what to choose. You don't know what to do. So you put it back down. It's kind of like estate planning. Anything that when we're talking about, it could lead to our demise. We don't want to focus on that. And I understand it because I don't either really, but we have to, right? 48% of millennials say they plan to buy coverage in the next year. Guess what? It's the next year. Matter of fact, it's the year after the next year because this study was done back in 2021. All right. Um, 42% of Americans would face financial hardship within 6 months if the primary wage earner were to die expectedly. And I suspect that that number is much higher in different communities. But if the wage earner goes away, if the wage earner dies unexpectedly, the family will face financial hardship, right? What could that mean? That could mean um, having to give up your home, having to sell your home, having to move from the neighborhood where you are, having to move in with family with your children to share homes, right? So my thing today is just kind of make you aware of what is needed to help your family, that family that you love, those children that you love, that mom or dad or siblings, anybody that you love, your wife, anyone that you love, to be protected if something were to happen to you. Right. And I'm not going to be before you long today. The fact is that awareness has led at least, some people to purchase life insurance for the first time after 2020. So we want to make sure that I want to make sure that I kind of bring that awareness back around. We're getting a little bit more loose. We're back outside, right? We're not wearing our mask as we used to. Things are kind of going back to the norm, sort of, right? Um, but I just want to bring that awareness that right now, since we're talking about love, since it's the month of love, what is the best way to show your family that you love them by ensuring that they are protected if you were not here? And y'all know I speak about life insurance all the time, and life insurance is definitely the only problem that it solves is not about death. It's not only about death. That's the biggest and the major reason why it was originally created, but it's not only about death. But today I want to talk about you making sure those people that you love are protected. So I talked about the fact that sometimes we don't want to talk about it. There's some other things or some other reasons or excuses why some people do not act on to go ahead and make sure that they have enough protection. Because even of the 56% of people that are insured, most of them are underinsured. But there's some other myths, right? 81% of people think that it's too expensive. These are some top reasons for not owning life insurance, right? They think that it's too expensive. And life insurance can be very inexpensive, can be very affordable, especially if you purchase the younger you are and the healthier you are. I talked about the fact that um, I talked about the fact that your health is your credit when it comes to life insurance, because there's some people who have money but they cannot buy life insurance, or they cannot buy the amount or type of life insurance that they want to because of their health, right? Many wealthy people buy life insurance. Why? Because they'd rather pass that risk to somebody else, right? They'd rather pay pennies for dollars later on, right? So that myth that is too expensive, let's just go ahead and see how expensive it is. And if you do not want to Speak to someone. You're a person that do it on your own. There are ways, there are credible ways for you to be able to do it, especially not having a whole bunch of ads following you around and people calling and these kind of things, right? Another thing is another myth that people or reason or excuse or whatever that people say why they do not have own life insurance is I have other financial priorities. I have other financial priorities. And why I do not discredit that, here's the thing: life insurance is the foundation, right? The other financial priorities, should something happen, there's going to be nothing to replace you. There's nothing to replace your income. So, life insurance should be at the top of those financial priorities such that that is protected should anything happen to you. 65% of people say, I don't know what, I don't know how, or I don't know what to buy. And listen, I have attempted to make decisions before in my life, and it has become so confusing sometimes. I'd rather just put it off. But you have heard me on here. You've heard a lot of my colleagues on here. Find somebody that you can trust, someone that you know that you can trust to help you with that decision, right? And we have ways for you to even do it without um, without having to go through all of that hassle and all of that struggle. We're able even to have you apply right online, right? Another set of people will just say, you know what, I just haven't gotten around to it. I haven't gotten around to it. And it happens. And that's one of the reasons that I'm talking about it now. Because, you think about it, it goes away, and you don't think about it again until someone else mentions it. Consider me that someone else right now that's mentioning it so that you can get that back on your radar. And as a matter of fact, not just back on your radar, but get it back to where you're going to take action. Do not let any more days go by, without ensuring that you're protected. I asked you, who do you love? I said, did you love your children, your spouse, your grandchildren, your other relatives? Who do you love? Do you love yourself? Life insurance is a way of protecting yourself, especially because it protects you in the event of chronic illness where you become ill and now you're the wage earner and the money stops coming in. And look, because you loved yourself and because you thought about yourself, even if you had no one else in the whole world, you can now turn to that benefit to help you during that time that you're disabled. Listen. More than half of people say, look, I don't like thinking about death. I don't like thinking about that. And I understand. One of the ways to do that is let's not think about it too much. Let's just go ahead and take action. Listen, many people qualify for what is called simplified underwriting. What does that mean? You do not have to do any blood tests. You do not have to do any physical exams. No one has to poke a needle in you. You just answer some health questions. They may check some other things to make sure that you, are telling the truth, but you can get insured without going through any of those things, So that's the other thing I wanted to touch on tonight. And before I leave, I want to talk to my Black community. All right. And I am not being uh, racist or um, being, I am just letting you know the facts. The facts are 75% of Black Americans say that they need life insurance, yet only 56% owns it. That number is different in other communities. And so I want to talk to you today so that we can do something different, so that we can protect the ones we love. We can protect those babies. They can continue to go to school. They can continue to keep their friends. They can continue to live in their home. They can go to college. Everything that you planned out for them because you loved them is going to happen because you loved them, right? And that's what I wanted to talk to you tonight. It's love insurance. It's life insurance is love insurance. Life insurance is love insurance. It is the month of love. Insure the ones you love. All right. All right. Thanks so much. That's all I wanted to share tonight. I'm going to be posting more on it just as a reminder during the month of February, right? I am sure that if you are thinking what that she has everything she needs, he has everything he needs. What else should I get? Here you go. This is something that you get. The kids, well, this is typically we don't do the exchange gifts to the what we do, all sorts of trinkets and stuff like that for Valentine for the children as well. It used to be lovers only, but now it's for everybody. And what is the best way than to protect the one you love by insuring the one you love? Share this video, please. Give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram and YouTube and share that information out so everybody can get it. And again, my question for you is who do you love? Who do you love? There we go. Facebook, I do not own the rights to this music. We're just using it for fair use for entertainment purposes only. And I only played a little bit of it. So do not trip, Facebook. Hey, it's your friend Carmen from BIGFACS with Carmen. Please insure the ones you love, and I'll see you later.